Hey guys, it's GameFace and welcome back to episode 11 of Manchester United career mode. Now today, I've got a few more games to play. Obviously I've got the derby game against Manchester City to play. I've also got Chelsea after this one, and then Arsenal next month if we do get there. But before I get into this episode, if you could go support this video, then that'd be really appreciated. Please go drop a like and also subscribe as well, that'd be also really appreciated. But first, I do have a quick announcement. The fact that I might not be able to do daily uploads from now for a little while because I'm back at school. I've been off for like 11 weeks, and the day that this goes up is my first day back. So potentially it might be every other day. It might be that I have more time because I've got less subjects this year. I'm really not too sure. I'm not really too sure that I'll have more or less time. I'll just have to see, but I can't guarantee daily uploads, sadly. So the best place to find out when I do upload is by following me on Twitter at GameFaceHD. I think the link to that is in the description. If you haven't already got a Twitter account, I'd advise you make one and follow me on there, because it really is the best place to stay updated for when I get videos uploaded. It goes as an automatic tweet as soon as I upload a video. So let's get on with this episode now, and yeah, hopefully you guys are alright with that. This is the team I'm going to play with against Manchester City. I have a few problems with some of my players being a little bit tired, so I've decided to change around the team quite significantly. That's the side I've gone with. Hopefully we can beat Man City. We are at home, we're going to play the game, and let's see whether we can put ourselves further in the lead in the title race. Go on, Depay's beating Zabaleta to that. That must be a penalty, and it is a penalty. 15 minutes into this game, just completely outpaces Pablo Zabaleta, and he feels the need to tuck on his shirt, and Memphis has won himself and our team a penalty, which Wayne Rooney will step up and take. He has to score past Willy Caballero, and let's see whether he does. Wayne Rooney to take, and top right hopefully, and it goes in 1-0. Wayne Rooney finishes it off, and we're beating our rivals Manchester City. Go on, Damian, he's through here on the inside of the fullback, and is that another penalty? Was that offside? Offside, that one sadly. Yeah, just about, I think, as you can see there, he's a leg or two in front of Jesus Navas. But that's a sort of pass through the inside of the fullback that has been working so far. We're going to continue to hopefully try and do that. Memphis, he's surely got more pace than Zabaleta, as you can see here. Still going Memphis to Pai, and he's scored 2-0 under Willy Caballero's arms. And that's a brilliant finish from Memphis. Slots it nicely underneath the goalkeeper and outpaces Jesus Navas and Pablo Zabaleta. And yeah, it bobbles into the back of the net. Keeper probably should have done a little bit better, but that's 14 goals in the season so far for Depay, and that is actually a really good tally considering he's a left winger. Correa's nicked off Di Michaelis straight from kickoff, and I should have gone a bit further. Didn't quite mean to hit it as early as that. And that is it for the first half. We are still winning 2-0. Not too many chances for us in that first half. I mean, we obviously got the 2 goals. City have barely threatened us whatsoever. I think they probably had 1 or 2 shots themselves. We've only probably had a couple on target. So there's not been a huge difference in performances. We have edged it, but yeah, we've not had a load of chances on goal, I wouldn't say. We are going to keep things exactly the same, though, because we are managing to outpace their defence quite easily. So we're getting past their defence. We're just not really having enough shots, as the stats suggest. So we are going to keep the team exactly the same and hopefully try and get ourselves a 3rd and maybe even a 4th goal. Okay, we're going to make some changes to freshen up the team. Schweinsteiger's going to come on. Guarin's going to come off. He's not had the best of games, Guarin. Herrera's being the better of the 2 centre-mids. We're also going to bring on Juan Mata, take off Correa. And I think a final change is going to be Griezmann. I'm going to give him another chance to try and prove himself. Take off Wayne Rooney and give him a bit of a rest. And yeah, let's see how Griezmann gets on playing striker. Herrera looking for Griezmann. Can Griezmann put in a little chip? And it's for Memphis with the header, 75 minutes in. Lovely little bit of build-up play there as well. And Memphis Depay with the header into the back of the net, and we're winning 3-0. That's now 15 goals this season. That's ridiculous. I think he might be my top goal scorer. I'm not really too sure how many Rooney's got, but other than that, I'm pretty sure he's definitely up there for us. Come on, Schweinsteiger, let's find Diakite. Oh, I got way too near the keeper, but he couldn't get there anyway. Luke Shaw, a little bit of build-up play. Herrera on the edge of the box, and it's blocked again. And the header should have gone in there by, I'm not really too sure who that was, Juan Mata maybe? And that is it, we have won the game 3-0. A comfortable victory against Manchester City. They didn't really do too much to trouble us. I mean, they didn't have that many star players on the pitch. I couldn't believe it. They were playing Delph, Torre and Fernando as the 3 centre-mids. And they only really had Yaya Toure and David Silva that you'd call world-class players in that team. it was a very strange one. I don't know where Aguero was. I'm assuming they sold him. Again, don't really know where the other strikers were. I know that I've done the transfers on this, so there was no Dzeko, no Jovetic, but you would have thought they'd have someone in there that was world class with all the money that they've got, but other than the two that I've mentioned, there wasn't. But at least we got the win ourselves. Daikite saying thanks for playing him. Damien, wants some more wage. I think I gave him a new contract in the previous episode. And now on to the game against Chelsea. Greece want me as the manager. I have played as Greece manager before. I think I was at Stoke City, but it didn't go down very well because I couldn't really play with them. They were an awful team to manage. But Damien did actually get a contract in the previous episode, so he has accepted. That's good news. Okay, now into the Chelsea game. It's an away match. Again, we're going to have to play this game because it's an away match and the fact that they're such a big team. Look at the top goal scorers there. Quickly, Wayne Rooney, 16 goals to pay 15. And Wilfred Bonny, who wasn't playing for City in the previous game, with 14. So maybe he's out injured. But yeah, we're doing very well with goal scorers at the moment. We are just going to get on with this game. That's the team I've gone with. Griezmann starts behind Rooney this time. Royce on the right. Schneiderlin and Schweinsteiger starts for us. Ramos back into the team. Same with Jones. And Luke Shaw again starts. So yeah, let's get on with the game. Hopefully we can get ourselves a win. And let's see how we do. For me, I think this sums up best Royce's current form at the club and the fact that he's not doing particularly well. This is Griezmann playing it to Royce. Oh no, let's not touch the ball. Let's just leave it for Felipe Luis to get. That is the reason why I'm considering selling him, for stuff like that. Go on, Rooney. Go on, beat the rest of the defence. Wayne Rooney on his left foot, 1-0. How he scored that, I've got no idea. Past Begovic it goes. And he scored 23 minutes in on his left foot. And he's back in goal scoring form now. Outpaces John Terry, Ramirez and Kurt Zouma. And smacks it past the keeper. 17 goals this year. Very good stuff. Oh my days. Wow, what a response that is. 2 minutes later, Diego Costa. We're going to have to watch that one back on the replay. Was not expecting that. As soon as he hit it on the turn, kind of expected it to go over a little bit. But look at this. Who does that sort of shot in real life? Turns while shooting. Kind of makes no sense whatsoever. And he just buries it in the top right, the top right hand corner, sorry. Can't believe that. Where has that come from? I think Phil Jones is injured, which wouldn't be good news because I'd have to use my subs on him. Actually, he might be okay to play on. He's off the pitch at the moment, but they've not asked for a sub. So what I think I will do is actually just take him off as a bit of a precaution and bring on Chris Smalling instead of him. And that's it for the first half. We are still drawing the game 1-1. Yeah, not the greatest first half really, and we've had a few chances here and there. They've somehow managed to get back into the game themselves. We have to make one change because there was one player which was probably the worst player on the pitch, not just down to the clip that you saw of him miscontrolling the ball. He's actually done a lot of things, in fact probably too many to include in the clips. So yeah, I'm taking Royce off and bringing on Damien, hopefully, to try and improve things down the right-hand side. We'll just have to see how we get on with him involved. Schneiderlin's still going here, trying to find Wayne Rooney, who's probably offside. Yeah, he was offside. Thought it might have just been maybe a leg offside, not very far at all. But yeah, it was just a little bit by the looks of it. It's a brilliant run, though, from Schneiderlin. As you can see, Rooney too fast for John Terry. And yeah, he was a little bit further offside than I first thought. Oh, that must be a red. Come on. He slid me from behind. That's Cesc Fabregas. It's only a booking. How has that happened? Come on, ref. Surely you saw that right from behind. No intention to go for the ball. Just did him with Rooney's skill. Rooney's turn, whatever you want to call it. Wipes the leg out from behind. Is that going to be a second yellow? I think it is a second yellow. This is like 5 minutes later. And Fabregas eventually does walk. He has been given the second yellow card. Deserved one, I think. That probably should have been off for the first one. That one was just awful timing. The ball is with the next player before he goes in for the tackle properly. And Chelsea are now down to 10 men. And what do? They take off one striker and bring on another striker. Makes sense. We need some more pace going forward. We're going to chuck on Correa. I'd be tempted to move Griezmann a little bit further forward, but we can't really. Yeah, I'm just going to have to chuck on Correa and swap him for Wayne Rooney. Let's play it through. There we go. Memphis is on the ball here. Can he get in a good cross? That's awful, that cross. And Rooney made the most of it, though. And it did just go over the bar. 2 minutes left. Correa to Depay. Memphis, and he scores 2-1, 90th minute. Again, it's happened. That's 2 videos in a row, I think, where I've scored in the 90th minute. Spoiler if you missed the previous video. And yeah, lovely little flick there from Correa. Memphis slots it past Begovic. In fact, it wasn't really in the corner, was it? That was just awful keeping. 16 goals for Memphis this season. Brilliant stuff. A lot better than I was expecting from him. He started off fairly slow, I think, for me, but he definitely picks up in goals. And yeah, very good end to this season for him. It's not over yet, though. Falcao's running through against his old club. Oh, De Gea with the save, and Smalling don't want to clear it. Let's get that one out, and Shaw will bring it out, and no pressure on him whatsoever. And that is it. We have won the game 2-1. Brilliant end to the match there. Memphis getting the winning goal. And yeah, brilliant stuff really. Again, played particularly well in that game. We have had more possession in the second half, but not overall. And just one more shot on target than Chelsea did. So a close game, that one. More close than the Man City one. But we still did enough to get the win. Phil Jones is out for 3 weeks with a sprained knee. That's a little bit annoying, but we do have plenty of centre-back replacements. Okay, on to the game against Everton now. It is an away match. It's a game that I will be simming. Hopefully we can get ourselves a win. I mean, it's going to be tricky. It's Everton, who are a fairly decent team, and it's an away match as well. So that combination could be quite interesting. Also, this game's on my birthday as well, which is another little fun fact for you. Let's try and get ourselves a goal, though. Let's see what we can score in the first half to put us in the lead. Come on, let's get a goal, Wayne. Although they've actually gone down to 10 men for the second game in a row. There is, I think, 30 minutes left now of the game, and it's still 0-0. We need a goal from somewhere. We're going to skip in 3, 2, 1. Finished 0-0 somehow. At least we didn't lose, I suppose. That's the only positive you can take from that one. And here we go. Let's have a look. The keeper that I had on loan, his deal has expired, and he's been sent back to QPR. Don't know why it ended so soon. Usually it ends when you're in the summer rather than just before the end of the season. Hungary have sent me a managerial offer. Don't know why they bothered, to be honest. Yeah, basically that email that you just saw from Lindegaard was basically saying he was unsettled. Yeah, it's a shame about that one, because before, when De Gea was out injured, obviously Lindegaard did a brilliant job in goal. But you've got to put the better keeper in goal, really, haven't you? So yeah, annoying that I can't use him, but I think I might be able to get some decent amount of money for him, assuming that he does go eventually. You can see there in the news item, Aston Villa have been relegated. Wow, let's have a look at this. Yeah, Villa have only had 5 wins from 34 games this season. Not great, 21 points. That isn't good at all, is it? In fact, I think, yeah, we've had more wins than they've had points, which, yeah, pretty much tells you the whole story, on 21 points from 34 games. So they have been relegated. Leicester, I think, will soon follow, and Stoke potentially could also be relegated, maybe even Southampton or West Brom. Let's get on with the next game, though. It's against West Brom. Januzaj wants to start. I think that was the email. I looked at it so quick, I'm not really too sure. We are actually going to not play Depay in this game. We will put Januzaj on the right-hand side. Also put Lindegaard in goal to kind of hopefully stop him continuously asking to play. And yeah, we'll put Schneidlin back into the team. That's the team I'm going to go with. That's the bench. And yeah, let's get on with the game. If I didn't mention already, we are going to sim the match. It's a game we should win. Hopefully Lindegaard saves us here. I believe in real life he moved to West Brom from Manchester United. So if he can pull out a good game, then that'll be brilliant for us. But as you can see there, Royce scored, and then Schweinsteiger's had a bad injury, so Herrera's had to come on. Rooney then scores to make it 2-0. Brunt gets a goal to make it 2-1. Royce makes it 3-1 on the stroke of half-time. And Small makes it 4-1 in the 64th minute. 15 minutes to go. It's all kicking off in this game. 5-1 now. Wayne Rooney scores, and a couple of minutes left. It finishes 5-1. 2 for Rooney, 2 for Royce, and 1 for Chris Smalling. Wow, that was an interesting game. A lot to say in that one, wasn't there? 5-1 it finishes. Shame we didn't get the clean sheet, but you can't really have everything sometimes, and clean sheets aren't really what we're after. We just want to win the league, which looks like we will be doing that. In fact, can we mathematically say that we have won the league now? They're 4 games behind us, Arsenal, so that's 16 points. So the maximum points they can get is 88, is that right? I think maybe 88. So we do need a few more wins. We're not quite there yet, but once we get past 88 points, then we have won the title, I believe. And Schweinsteiger's out for 3 months, which isn't good. He's been really good for us in game, so that is quite a big loss, that one. We'll now probably go to Herrera and Schneidlin as my 2 main CDMs. And India want me. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one from India. I nearly again clicked accept. I'm so tempted to do that every single time. Anyway, Phil Jones is back from his injury. The reason why he's come back so quickly is because we've had loads of time off again. I don't really know why. Assuming it was an international break, although nothing was emailed to me about it. But yeah, we have a game against Crystal Palace. This is the final one of the episode. We are just going to put out pretty much exactly the same team. Look at the overall boost that we've actually had here. Wow, Rooney up to 88. Ramos 90 overall now. That is one of the first times I've had a 90 rated player in my team. Obviously other than your main men on for like Real Madrid and Barcelona and stuff. But yeah, that is pretty good. Ramos 90 overall. Wasn't quite expecting that. Other few changes as well that we're going to be making, and that is to pay. I think we'll start. No, we're going to start Griezmann. No, we're going to start to pay and start Griezmann on the right hand side. I think maybe some swap Mata and Griezmann. Yeah, I think that'll work. And centre back wise, we'll go with Phil Jones again, and obviously can't forget De Gea in goals. So now I finally decided what the team is, and I think I have anyway. We are going to go with that and sim the game against Crystal Palace. Hopefully that side's enough for us to win. It's pretty much our starting 11. It's got to be surely enough to win. We've got some players that are in really good form at the moment. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Let's have a look at Palace's team. They got any new signings on there? I don't think so. They got the oh, in fact, no, they've got Robbie Keane there. He's signed yet again. He always signs for Crystal Palace on career modes for me. But we have now got 40 minutes into the game and it is still 0-0. Into the second half now, we've not managed to get ourselves a goal. There must be a goal in this one though, surely. Shamak comes on and Mata makes it 1-0, Puncher makes it 1-1. Jones gets injured, that's not good for us, and we're going to skip. And Scott Dan got sent off for a straight red, that was it. Again, another draw against a team that we probably shouldn't have drawn against, but I can't really complain too much because I'm pretty sure I've won the league now. Let's have a look. Arsenal look like they've dropped points again. So the maximum points they can get is 81. So yeah, we have won the league. Brilliant news. And we might have won the league on the last game, actually. I can't remember. But yeah, player injured. Phil Jones out for 6 weeks. Luckily, we're towards the end of the season and we've now won the league. The maximum points we can get is 91, I think. I'm going to say 91. We will end the series in the next episode because we have a game against Arsenal to play, and even though it doesn't really count for anything, I want to play that match anyway. It's a home game and one that we do need to try and win anyway, just to try and thrash them by more points basically. So that is the end of this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this one, please hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe as well. It's really quick and easy and it'd be really appreciated if you could do that. Don't forget to also leave comments for players that I should sign. Now, I think I'll be signing Martial, because obviously he's signed in real life for Man U, so I'll be signing him in the summer. I'll also be getting rid of probably Royce, and maybe even Griezmann. He's not being great, so yeah, we can get some more money into possibly getting Neymar, Bale, Ronaldo, someone like that. Yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.